But before we do, I just wanted to say a few things. First, if you could please try to keep the aisles clear, just for everyone's safety, that would be great. Second, there are depictions of flashing lights, blood, and death in this show, so if you are sensitive to that, step out whenever those times come. I think it's pretty obvious whenever those scenes are about to happen. And then finally, we'll have about a 15-minute intermission, about an hour in, so you know. I think that's about it. So we're going to get started. Thank you for coming.
I thought the king had more affected the Duke of Albany than Cornwall. It did always seem so to us, but now, in the division of the kingdom, it appears not which of the dukes he values most. For equalities are so weighed that curiosity in neither can make choice of either's loyalty.
Oh, is this not your son, my lord?
His breeding, sir, hath been my charge. I have so often blushed to acknowledge him that now I am raised to it.
I cannot conceive you.
Sir, this young fellow's mother could. Whereon she grew round wound, and had indeed, sir, a son for her cradle, ere she had a husband for her bed. Do you smell a fault?
I cannot wish the fault undone, but the issue of it being so proper.
But I have, sir, a son by order of law, some year elder than this, who yet is no dearer in my account. Though this day came something saucily into the world, there was good sport at his making, and the whoreson must be acknowledged. Do you know this noble gentleman, Edmund?
No, my lord.
My lord of Kent. Remember him hereafter as my honorable friend.
My services to your lordship.
The king is coming.
Attend the lords of France and Burgundy, Gloucester.
I shall, my liege.
Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. Know that we have in three divided our kingdom. 'Tis our vast intent to shake all business and care from our age, conferring them on younger strengths, while we, unburthened, crawl towards death. Princesses of France and Burgundy, great rivals in our youngest daughter's love, are here to be answered. Now, my daughters, which one of you shall we say doth love us most, that we may extend where nature doth with merit challenge? Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than words can wield the matter. Dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty. Beyond what can be measured, rich or rare. No less than life. With grace, health, beauty, honor. As much as child e'er loved or father found. A love which makes breath poor and speech unable. Beyond all manner of so much I love you.
Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, shadowy forest, champagne's rich, plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we name thee, lady. To thine and Albany's issue be this perpetual. Now, our second daughter, Regan, wife to Cornwall, speak.
Sir, I am made of that self-same metal that my sister is, and prize myself at her worth. In my true heart, I find she names my very deed of love only. She comes too short, that I profess myself enemy to all other joys, and find I am alone, felicitate in your highness' love.
To thee and thine hereditary hereafter remain this ample third of our kingdom. No less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. Now, our youngest, though the last, not least, what shall you say to draw a third more opulent than your sister? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy
that I am. I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love my father, according to my bond, no more nor less.
Oh, how Cordelia mend thy speech a little, lest it may mar your fortunes.
Good my lord, you have begot me, bred me, loved me, and I return those duties as a right fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you.
Who goes thy heart with this?
Aye, good my lord.
So young, so untender.
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so. Thy truth then be thy dower. For by the sacred radiance of the sun, the mysteries of Hecate in the night, I hereby disclaim all paternal care, propriety, and property of blood. And as a stranger, for my heart and me, hold thee from this forever.
Good, my liege.
Be scant. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most. Thought to set my rest on her kind nursery. Hence, and avoid my sight. Call France, Boosters, call Burgundy. Cornwall and Alderney. With my 2 daughters' dowers, digest this third. Let pride, which she calls plainness, marry her. I do invest you jointly, with all my power, preeminence, and the large effects that troop with majesty. Ourselves, by monthly course, with reservation of 100 nights, shall make her abode with you by due term. Only we shall retain the name, and all the additions to a gate. The rest, beloved sons, be yours, which to confirm his coronet parts betwixt you.
Royal Lear, whom I've ever honored as my king, loved as my father, as my master, followed, as my great patron, fought on in my prayers.
The bow is bent and drawn. Make from the shaft.
Let it fall, rather, on the forked blade, the region of my heart. Be and unmannerly when Lear is mad.
Can't on thy life no more.
What wilt thou do, old man? Think'st thou that duty shall have dread to speak, when power to flattery bows? Reverse thy doom, and in thy best consideration check this hideous rashness. Answer my life, my judgment. The youngest daughter does not love thee least.
Out of my sight.
See better, Lear, and let me remain the true blank of thine eye.
Miscreant!
Revoke thy doom. All, whilst I can then claim from my throat, I'll tell thee, thou dost evil.
Hear me, recreant. On thy allegiance, hear me. 5 days we do allot thee for provision, to turn thy hated back upon our kingdom. If on the next day following thy banished trunk be found in our dominion, the moment is thy death. Away!
Fare thee well, king. Freedom leaves hence, and banishment is here. The gods to the dear shelter take thee, mate, that justly thinkst and hast most rightly said. Thus Kent bids you all adieu.
Here's France and Burgundy, my noble lord.
Noble Burgundy, we shall first address towards you, too, with this great queen, rival for our daughter. What in the least will you require in present dower of her, or cease your quest of love?
Most royal majesty, I crave no more than what your highness offered.
Right, noble Burgundy. When she was dear to us, we did hold her so. But her price has fallen. If aught in this little seeming substance may fitly like your grace she is.
I know no answer.
Do you? With the infirmities she owes, unfriended, strangered from our oath, dowered with our curse, and new adopted to our hate. Take her or leave her.
Pardon me, royal sir. Election makes not up on such conditions.
Then leave her, madam. Now, greatly, I do not wish to, from your love, make a strike, to match you where I hate. Therefore, I beseech ye to avert your liking a worthier way than on a wretch of whom nature is ashamed to acknowledge.
This is most strange, that she was your best object, the argument of your praise. To commit a thing so monstrous as to dismantle so many folds of favor. Surely her offense must be at such unnatural degree that monsters it, which to believe of her must be a faith that reason without miracle can never plant in me.
I yet beseech your majesty that you make it known it is no vicious blot, murder, or foulness, no unchaste action or dishonored step that hath deprived me of your grace and favor, though for want of that for which I am richer, a still soliciting eye and such a tongue as I am glad I have not, though not to have it hath lost me in your liking.
Better thou wert not to have been born than to have pleased me better.
My lady of Burgundy, what say you to the lady? Love is not love when it is mingled in regards that stand aloof from the entire moment. Royal Lear, give but that portion which yourself proposed, and here I take Cordelia by the hand, Duchess of Burgundy.
I have sworn. I am firm.
I am sorry, then, that you have lost a father, and you must lose a wife.
Peace be with Burgundy. Since that respects of fortune are her love, I shall not be her wife.
Fairest Cordelia, that art most rich being poor, most choice forsaken, and most loved despised. Thee and thy virtues here I seize upon. Be it lawful that I take up what has been cast away. Gods, 'tis strange that from their cold's neglect my love should kindle to inflamed respect. Thy dowerless daughter, king, thrown to my chance, is queen of us, of ours, and our fair friends. Not all the duchesses of waterish Burgundy can buy this unprized precious maid from me.
Then thou hast your trance. We shall never see this face again. Be gone without our grace, our love, our benison. Away! Come, noble Burgundy.
Bid farewell to your sisters.
The jewels of our father. It is with washed eyes that Cordelia leaves you. Use well, our father. It is to your professed bosoms that I commit him. But yet, alas, were I within his grace, I would prefer him to a better place. So, farewell to you both.
Prescribe not us our duties. Let your study be to content your lady, who hath received you at fortune's alms. You have obedience scanted, and well are worth the want that you have wanted.
Long may you prosper.
Come, my fair Cordelia. Sister, it is not a little I have to say of what most nearly appertains to us both. I think our father will hence tonight. 'Tis true, and with you. Next month, with us. You see how full of changes his age is. The observation we have made of it has not been little. He always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment he hath now cast her off, appears too grossly. 'Tis the infirmity of his age, though he hath ever but slightly known himself. The best and soundest of his time hath been but rash. Then must we look to receive from his age, not alone the imperfections of a long and grafted condition, but therewithal the unruly waywardness that infirm and choleric years bring with them. Such unconstant starts are we like to have from him as this of Kent's banishment. There is further compliment of leave-taking between France and him. Pray you, let's hit together. If our father carry authority with such dispositions as he bears, this last surrender of his will but offend us. We shall think further on it.
Thou, nature, art my goddess. To thy law my services are bound. But wherefore should I stand in the plague of custom, and permit the curiosity of nations to deprive me? For that I am some 12 or 14 moonshines lag of a brother? Why bastard? And wherefore base, when my dimensions are as well compact, my mind is generous, and my shape is true as honest madam's issue. Legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund, and as to the legitimate, fine word, legitimate. Well, my legitimate, this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now, gods, stand up for bastards.
And banished thus, and France in choler parted, and the king gone to night, subscribed his power, confined to exhibition. All this done upon the gad. Edmund, how now? What news?
So please your lordship, none.
Why so earnestly seek you to put up that letter?
I know no news, my lord.
What paper were you reading?
Nothing, my lord.
Now, what needed then that terrible dispatch of it into your pocket? The quality of nothing hath no such need to hide itself. Let's see.
I beseech your grace. It is a letter from my brother, which I have not all o'erlooked, and as far as I have perused it, find it not fit for your o'erlooking.
Give me the letter, sir.
I hope that my brother wrote this but as an essay or taste of my virtue.
This policy and reverence of age makes the world bitter to the best of our times, keeps our fortunes from us till our oldness cannot relish them. I begin to find an idle and fond bondage in the oppression of aged tyranny, who sways not as it hath power, but as it is suffered. Come to me that of this I may speak further. If our father should sleep till I waked him, you should have his revenue forever, and live the beloved of your brother, Edgar. A conspiracy. My son, Edgar, had he a hand to write this? When came this to you? Who brought it?
There's the cunning, my lord. It was not brought me. I found it thrown in at the casement of my closet.
You know the hand to be your brother's?
It is his hand, my lord, but I hope his heart is not in its contents.
Well, hath he never heretofore sounded you in this business?
No! But I have heard him oft maintain it to be fit that sons at perfect age and fathers declining, the father should act as a ward to the son, and the son manage his revenue.
Oh, villain! Villain, his very opinion in the letter. Unnatural, detested, brutish villain. Go, sirrah, seek him, I'll apprehend him. Abominable villain. Where is he?
I know not, my lord, but if it shall please your lordship to suspend your indignation against my brother until you can derive from him a better testimony of his intent, you shall run a certain course. But if you proceed against him violently, mistaking his purpose, you'll shake in pieces the heart of his obedience and cause a great gap in your own honor. I dare pawn down my life for him, that he hath writ this merely to feel my affection to your honor, and to no further pretense of danger.
Think you so?
If your honor judge it meet, I will place you where you shall hear us confirm this, and by auriculate assurance, have your satisfaction.
He cannot be such a monster.
Nor is not, surely.
To his father, that so tenderly and entirely loves him. Heaven and earth. Edmund, seek him out. Wind me into him, I pray you. Frame the business after your own wisdom.
I will seek him, sir, presently.
These late eclipses in the sun and moon portend no good to us. For the wisdom of nature can reason it thus and thus, yet nature finds itself scourged by the sequent effects. Love cools, friendship falls off. In cities, mutinies. In palaces, treason. In countries, discord. And the bond cracked betwixt father and son. This villain of mine falls under the prediction. There's father against son. The king falls from bias of nature. There's father against child. Find out this villain, Edmund. It shall lose thee nothing. Do it carefully. And the noble and true-hearted Kent vanished. His offense, honesty, is strange.
This is the excellent foppery of the world. That, and we are sick in fortune, often the surfeit of our own behavior. We make guilty of our disasters, the sun, the moon, and the stars, as if we were villains by necessity, fools by heavenly compulsion, liars, treachers, and knaves by spherical predominance, drunkards and adulterers by an enforced obedience of planetary influence, and all that we are evil in, a divine thrusting on and admirable evasion of poor master man, to lay his goatish disposition to the charge of a star, Edgar. And pat he comes like the catastrophes of the old comedy. Oh, these eclipses do portend these divisions.
How now, brother Edmund? What serious contemplation are you in?
I am thinking, brother, of a prediction I read this other day of what should follow these eclipses.
Do you busy yourself about that?
Oh, I promise you, the effects he writes of succeed unhappily. Death, divisions in state, murder and maledictions, betrayals of friendship between nobles and countrymen, banishment of friends, nuptial breaches, I know not what. But when saw you my father last?
Why, the night gone by.
Spake you with him?
Aye, 2 hours together.
And found you no displeasure in him by word or by countenance?
None at all.
Bethink yourself wherein you may have offended him. At my entreaty, forbear his presence till some little time qualify the heat of his displeasure.
Some villain hath done me wrong.
That's my fear. I pray you, retire with me to my lodging, where I shall fitly bring you to hear my lord speak. Go, and if you do stir abroad, go armed.
Shall I hear from you anon?
I do serve you in this business. I see the business. Let me, if not by birth, have my lands by wit. Falls with me mine that I can fashion fit.
My father strength, my gentleman, for chiding of his fool.
Yes, madam.
By day and night he wrongs me. Every hour he flashes into one gross crime or other that sets us all at odds. I'll not endure it. When he returns from hunting, I will not speak with him. Say I am sick. If you come slack of former services, you shall do well. The fault of it I'll answer.
He's coming, madam. I hear him.
Put on what weary negligence you please, you and your fellows. I'll have it come to question. If he dislike it, let him to our sister, whose mind and mine I know in that are one, not to be overruled. Idle old man, that still would manage those authorities that he hath given away.
Well,
And let his knights have colder looks among you. What grows of it, no matter. Advise your fellows so. I'll write straight to my sister to hold my very course. Prepare for dinner.
Now, banished Kent, thou canst serve where thou dost stand condemned. So may it come. Thy master, whom thou lovest, shall find thee full of labours.
How now? What art thou?
A very honest-hearted fellow, and as poor as the king.
What dost thou profess? What wouldst thou do with us?
I do profess to be no less than I seem, to serve him truly that will put me in trust, to love him that is honest, to converse with him that is wise and says little, to fear judgment and to fight when I cannot choose.
Who wouldst thou serve?
You.
What services canst thou do?
I can keep honest counsel, write, run, are a curious tale in telling it, and deliver plain message bluntly. That which ordinary people are fit for, I am qualified. And the best of me is diligence.
Follow me. Thou shalt serve me, and if I like thee no less after dinner, I shall not part from thee. You, sir, you. Where's my daughter, sir?
So please you.
What says the fellow there? Call the clock back. Where's my fool? Oh, I swear the whole world's asleep. Now, where's the mongrel?
He says, my lord, your daughter is not well.
Why came the slave not back to me when I called him?
Sir, he answered me in the roundest manner he would not.
He would not?
My lord, I know not what the matter is. However, to my judgment, your highness is not pleased with what ceremonious affections you were wont.
Ha! Sayest thou so?
My lord, I'm sorry, my lord, if I be mistaken, for I cannot be silent when I feel your highness wrong.
I have perceived a very faint neglect as of late, which I had blamed on mine own jealous curiosity, rather than on a very pretense or purpose of unkindness. But I haven't seen my fool in 2 days. Where is he?
Since my young lady's gone to France, my lord.
No, no more. I have noted it well. Go you and beg my daughter I will speak with her, and call my fool. You, sir, you. Who am I, sir?
My lady's father.
Huh? My lady's father. My lord's name. You horse and dog. You slave. You cur.
My lord, I am none of these things. I beseech your pardon.
You bandy looks with me, you rascal.
I'll not be struck, my lord.
No trick like you famous football player.
Thank you, fellow. Thou servest me well, and I will love thee.
Come, sir, arise. Away! Help! teach you differences. Awake up to have you wisdom. Let me hire him too. He is my coxcomb.
Oh no, my pretty knave, how dost thou, my boy?
Sirrah, you would best take my coxcomb.
Why, fool?
Why, for taking one's part that's out of favor. Why, this fellow banished 2 on's daughters and did the third a blessing against his will. If thou follow him, thou must needs wear my coxcomb. How now, nuncle, but I had 2 coxcombs and 2 daughters.
How's that?
If I gave them all my living, I'd keep my coxcombs myself. There's mine, like another of thy daughters.
A pestilent ball to me.
Sirrah, I'll teach thee a speech. Do mock it, nuncle. Have more than thou shalt, speak less than thou knowest, learn less than thou others, ride more than thou doest, learn more than thou trowest, set less than thou throwest, leave thy drink, and thy door, and keep in a drink, and thou shalt have more than 2 tens to a score.
This is nothing, fool.
Can you make no use of nothing, nuncle?
Why no, my boy. Nothing can be made out of nothing.
Prithee, tell him so much the rent of his land comes to nothing. He will not believe a fool.
This is not altogether, my lord.
No, faith, lords and great men will not let me. If I had a monopoly out, they would have all parts on't. And ladies too. They will not let me have all fool to myself. They'll be snatching.
Dost thou call me a fool, boy?
All thy other titles thou hast given away that thou wast born with. When thou clovest thy crown in the middle and gavest away both parts, thou borest thy ass on thy back over the dirt. Thou hast little wit in thy bald crown when thou gavest thy golden one away.
Fools had never less wit in ear, for wise men have grown foppish. They know not how their wits to wear, their manners also uppish.
When were you wont so? Full of songs, sir.
I have used it, nuncle, ever since thou madest thy daughters thy mothers. For when thou gavest them the rod and puttest down thine own breeches.
Then they for sudden joy did weep, and I for sorrow sung, that such a king should play Bo Peep, and go to the fools among.
Prithee, nuncle, keep a schoolmaster that can teach a fool to lie. I would fain learn to lie.
You lie, sirrah. We'll have you win.
Father!
Now, daughter.
Your insolent retinue do hourly carp and quarrel, breaking forth in rank, and not to be endured riots. Sir, I had thought, by making this well known to you, to have found a safe redress, but now grow fearful by what yourself too late have spoke and done, that you protect this course and put it on by your allowance.
Are you our daughter?
Come, sir, I would you would make use of that good wisdom whereof I know you are strong, and put away these dispositions that of late transform you from what you rightly are.
May not an ass know when the cart draws the horse? Whoop, Jug, I love thee.
This is not Lear. Does Lear walk thus? Speak thus? Either his notion weakens or his looks are lethargy. Who here can tell me what I am?
Lear's shadow.
I should learn that, for by the marks of sovereignty, knowledge, and reason, I should be false persuaded I had daughters.
Which they will make an obedient father.
Your name, fair gentleman.
I do beseech you to understand my purposes aright. As you are old and irreverent, you should be wise. Here do you keep 100 knights and squires, men so disordered, so debauched and bold, that this, our court, infected with their manners, shows like a riotous inn. Epicurism and lust make it more like a tavern or a brothel than a great house.
I wish.
The shame itself doth speak for instant remedy. Be then desired by her to disquantity your train.
Darkness and devils, saddle my horses, call my train hither. Degenerate bastard, I'll not trouble thee. I have yet a dawn.
You strike my people, and your disordered rabble make servants of their fetters.
Oh, sir, are you come? Is this your command, sir? Saddle my horses! In gratitude, thou marble-hearted fiend, more hideous when thou show'st thee in the child than in the sea monster.
Pray, sir, be patient.
Detesting thou lights, my train are men of choice and rarest parts, who in the most exact regard support the worship of their name. Oh, most small fault, how ugly didst thou in Cordelia show. Oh, Lear, Lear, Lear! Beat at this gate that let thy folly in, and let thy dear judgment out!
My lord, I am guiltless, as I am ignorant of what hath moved you.
It may be so, my lord. Go away, my people! Go!
Now, gods that we adore, whereof comes this?
Never disturb yourself to know the cause, yet let his disposition have that scope which dotage gives it.
What? 50 of my followers at a clap! Within a fortnight!
What's the matter, sir?
I'll tell thee. I am ashamed that thou hast the power to shake my manhood thus. That these hot tears which break from me perforce shall make thee worth them. Blast and fogs upon thee. That the untended woundings of a father's curse pierce all sense about thee. Yeah, it's come to this. Let it be so. I have yet a daughter, who I'm sure is kind and comfortable, and when she shall but hear this of thee, with her nails shall flay thy wolfish visage. Thou shalt see that I will resume the shape that thou thinkst I have cast off forever. Thou shalt, I warrant it.
Do you mark that, my lord?
I cannot be so partial, Godhope, the great love I bear you.
Pray you content. What, Oswald, ho! You, sir! More knave than fool. After your master. This man hath had good counsel. 100 knights! 'Tis politic and safe to let him keep at point 100 knights. Oswald, I say!
Well, you may fear too far.
Safer than trust too far. What he hath uttered, I have written my sister. If she sustain him and his 100 knights, when I have showed the unfitness... How now, Oswald? Have you writ that letter to my sister?
Yes, madam.
Get you some company and away to horse. Inform her full of my particular fear. Get you gone and hasten your return.
How far your eyes may pierce, I cannot tell. Striving to better off, we mar what's well.
Nay, then.
Well, well, the event.
Go you before to Gloucester's house with these letters. Acquaint my daughter no further with what you know than what comes from her demand out below.
I will not sleep, my lord, till I have delivered your letter.
Shalt see thy other daughters will use thee kindly, for as though she is like this as a crab is to an apple. Yet I can tell what I can tell.
What canst thou tell me?
She'll taste as like this as a crab does to a crab. Dost thou know why one's nose stands in the middle of one's face?
No.
Why, to keep one's eyes by the side's nose, that what a man cannot smell at, he can spy into.
I did her wrong.
Canst tell how an oyster makes his shell?
No.
Nor I neither, but I know why a snail has a house. Why, to stick his head in, not to give it away to his daughters and leave his horns without a case.
I should change my nature. So kind a father. Be my horses ready.
Thy asses are gone about him. The reason why the 7 stars are no more than 7 is a pretty reason.
Because they're not 8.
Yes, indeed, thou wouldst make a good fool.
To take it again perforce. Monster ingratitude.
Ooh, thou wert my fool, nuncle. I'd have thee beaten for being old before thy time.
Say, how's that?
Thou shouldst not have been old before thou hadst been wise.
I will not be mad. Not mad. Sweet heaven, keep me in temper. I will not be mad. Come, be my horses ready.
Ready, my lord.
Come, uncle.
safety, sir.
And you, sir. I have been with your father and given him notice that the Duke of Cornwall and Regan, his Duchess, will be here with him this night.
How comes that?
Nay, I know not. Very well, sir.
The Duke be here tonight. The better. Best. This weaves itself perforce into my business. Brother! Descend, brother, word I say. My father watches. Intelligence is given where you are hid. You must flee this place. You now have the good advantage of the night. Have you not spoken against the Duke of Cornwall? He's coming hither in haste, and Regan with him. I hear my father. Draw! Seem to defend yourself. Now quit you well. Yield! Come before my father! My brother, torches, torches! Farewell! Some blood drawn on me would beget opinion. Ah!
Now, Edmund, where's the villain?
Look, sir, I bleed.
Where is the villain, Edmund?
Fled this way, sir. When by no means...
Pursue him! Ho! Go after! By no means. What?
Persuade me to the murder of your lordship. See how lowly opposite I stood to his unnatural purpose. He charged at me with his prepared sword, lanced mine unprovided body, lanced mine arm. And when he saw my best alarmed spirits, full suddenly he fled.
Let him fly far. I know not why the Duke comes. All ports I'll bar. The villain shall not escape. The Duke must grant me that. Besides, his picture I will send far and near, that the whole kingdom may have the due note of him. And of my land, loyal and natural boy, I'll work the means to make thee capable.
How now, my noble friend? Since I came hither, which I can call but now, I have heard strange news.
Oh, my old heart is cracked. It's cracked.
What? Did my father's godson seek your life? He whom my father named your Edgar?
Oh, lady, shame would have it hid.
Was he not companion with the riotous knife that took upon thy father?
Yes, madam. He was of that consort.
No marvel then, though he were ill-affected. I have this present evening from my sister been informed of them, and with such caution that if they come to sojourn at my home, I'll not be there.
Nor I, assure thee, Regan. Edmund, I hear that you have shown your father a childlike office.
He did belie his practice, and received this hurt you see, striving to apprehend him.
For you, Edmund, whose virtue and obedience doth this instant so much commend itself, you shall be ours. Natures of such deep trust we shall much need. You, we first seize on.
I shall serve you, sir. Truly, however else.
Occasion, noble Gloucester, of some poise, wherein we might have use of your advice. Our father he hath thrift, so hath our sister of differences. Please, your grace, take comfort to your bosom, and bestow your needful counsel upon our business which craves the instant use.
I serve you, madam. Your graces are right welcome here.
Good dawning to thee, friend. Art of this house?
Aye,
Well, where may we set our horses?
in the Maya,
Prithee, if thou lovest me, tell me.
I love thee not.
Well, then I care not for thee, I know thee not.
Fellow, I know thee.
What dost thou know me for?
An egg, a rascal, an eater of broken meats, Base, proud, shallow, beggarly, free-suited, 100-part, filthy, washed stock and knave. A linen-led, action-taking knave, a whoreson, glass-gazing, super-serviceful, finical rogue, one drunken-herding slave, one that wouldst be a bore, way of good service, and add nothing but the composition of the name. Beggar, coward, pender, and the son and heir of a mongrel bitch. One whom I will bid into clamorous wife, if thou deniest the least syllable of thy addition.
Well, what a monstrous fellow thou art, to rail on one that is neither known of thee nor knows.
What a brazen-faced warrant art thou, to deny thou knowest me? Is it 2 days ago since I chipped up thy heels and beat thee before the king? Draw, you rogue. Draw, you cussing coward, bomb and monger! Draw!
Oh, wait, I have nothing to do with thee.
Strike, you slave. Stand, rogue, stand. You need slave. Strike!
Help! Help! Murder! Murder!
What's the matter? Arms! What's the matter here?
Peace be on your lives, ye dies that strikes again! What is the matter?
I am scarce of breath, my lord.
Speak yet! How grew your quarrel?
This ancient ruffian, whose life I have spared in suit of his grey beard.
What a phrase! You down! Set down unnecessary leather! My lords, if you will give me leave, I will tread this unbolted villain into mortar and dub the wolf of Jakes with him. Spare my grey beard, you wagtail!
Peace around! You beastly knave! Know you no reverence?
Yes, sir, but anger have a privilege.
Why art thou angry?
That such a slave as these should wear a sword who wears no honesty. Such smiling rogues as these smooth every passion that in the nature of their lords rebel. Bring oil to fire, snow to the cold their moods, knowing not, like dogs, but following. A plague upon your epileptic visage.
What was the offense you gave him?
My lord, I never gave him any. It pleased the king, his master, very late to strike at me upon his misconstruction, and then, in the fleshment of this dread exploit, drew on me here again.
Fetch forth the Starks!
You stubborn ancient knave.
You reverend braggart! We'll teach you.
Sir, I'm too old to learn. Call not your stocks for me. I serve the king, on whose employment I was sent to you. You shall do small respect, show doubled malice against the grace and person of my master, stalking his messenger.
Fetch forth the Starks! As I have life and honor, there shall he sit till noon.
Till noon, till night, my lord, and all night, till.
Why, madam, if I weigh your father's door, you shall not use me so.
Sir, being his knave, I will.
Let me beseech your grace not to do so. His fault is much, and the good king, his master, will check him for it. The king must take it ill that he so slightly valued in his messenger should have him thus restrained.
I'll answer that.
Sir, my sister might receive this much more worse, having her man abused, assaulted for following her own affairs. Put in his arms! Come, my good lord, this way.
I'm sorry for thee, friend. 'Tis the Duke's pleasure, whose disposition all the world well knows will not be rubbed nor stopped. I'll entreat for thee.
Pray do not, sir. I've watched and traveled hard. Sometime I shall sleep out. The rest I must. Give you good morrow.
The Duke is to blame in this. Will be ill taken.
I heard myself proclaimed, and by the happy hollow of a tree, escaped the hunt. No port is free, no place at guard, and most unusual vigilance does not attend my taking. Whiles I may escape, I will preserve myself, my face all grimed with filth, blanket my loins, elf all my hair in knots. The country gives me proof and precedent of bedlam beggars who, with roaring voices, strike in their numbed and mortified bare arms, pins, wooden pricks, sprigs of rosemary, and with lunatic bands, sometimes with prayers, enforce their charity. Poor Turligod! Poor Tom! That's something yet. Edgar, I nothing am.
They should so depart from home and not send back my messenger.
As I learned the night before, there was no purpose in that of this removal.
Hail to thee, noble master.
Ha! Make me slightly shame my pastime.
No!
He wears cruel garters. Horses are tied by the heads, dogs and bears by the neck, monkeys by the loins, men by the arms. When men is over lusty at legs, he wears wooden nether stocks.
What's he that hath this place so much mistook to set me here?
It is both he and she, your son and daughter.
No, they would not.
Yes, they have.
By Jupiter, I swear
Oh,
no.
by Juno, I swear I.
They durst not do it. Could not, would not. 'Tis worse than murder than to upon respect do such violent outrage.
My lord, making here the messenger, whose welcome I perceive had poisoned mine, being the very fellow that of late displayed so sussly against your highness. Think more men that wit about me drew. Your son and daughter found this trespass worth the shame which here it suffers.
How this mother swells towards my heart. Where is this daughter?
With the earl, sir, here within.
Stay here.
Made you no more offense but what you speak of?
None. How chanced the king come with so small a train?
Thou was put in the stocks for that question, thou hast well deserved it.
Why, fool?
When a wise man gives thee better counsel, give me mine again. I would have fain but knaves follow it, since a fool gives it. That sir which serves and seeks for gain, and follows but for form, will pack when it begins to rain, and leave thee in the storm. But I will tarry, the fool will stay, and let the wise man fly. The knave turns fool and runs away. The fool no knave could die.
Well, and you this fool?
Not in the stocks, fool!
Deny they speak with me. They're sick. They're weary. They've traveled all the night. Mere fetches the images of such revolt and flying off. Fetch me a better answer.
My dear lord, you know the fiery quality of the Duke, how fixed and unremovable he is in his own course.
Vengeance played that confusion. Fiery? What quality? Why, Gloucester. I'll speak with the Duke of Cornwall and his wife.
Well, my good lord, I have informed them so.
Informed them? Dost thou understand me, man?
Aye, sir.
My breath and blood. Fire. The fiery Duke. Well, tell the hot Duke that But not yet. Maybe he is not well. Infirmity doth neglect all office whereunto our health is concerned. We are not ourselves when nature, being oppressed, commands the mind to suffer with the body. That's on my sake. Wherefore should he sit here? I'll speak with the Duke and his wife. Question. Go you presently and bid them come give me hearing. Or at their chamber door I'll beat the drum till it cries sleep to death.
I would have all well betwixt you.
Oh, me, my heart, my rising heart, but down. Good morrow to you both.
I'm glad to see your highness.
Oh, Regan, my sister's not. Regan, she hath with sharp-toothed unkindness cut me here. I can scarce speak to thee. Thou would not believe with what depraved equality she... Oh, Regan.
Be patient, sir. I have hope. You are less likely to value her desert than she to stand her duty.
How's that?
I cannot think my sister in the least would fail her obligation. If she has restrained the riots of your people, it is on such ground and to such wholesome end as clears her from all blame.
My curse is on her.
Sir, you are old. Nature and you stand on the very verge of her confines. You should be ruled and led by some discretion that discerns your state better than you yourself. Therefore, I pray you, that to our sister you do make return. Say you have wronged her, sir.
Ask her forgiveness. Dost thou see how that makes the house? Dear daughter, I confess that I am old, but age is unnecessary. On my knees I beg that thou vouchsafe me remains, bed, and food.
Good sir, no more of this. These are unsightly tricks.
Return you to my sister.
Never. She hath abated me of half my train, looked black upon me, struck me with her tongue most serpent-like upon the very heart. All the stored vengeances of heaven fall upon her ungrateful tongue. Strike her young bones, you all taking airs with lameness.
Fie, sir, fie!
You, nimble lightnings, dart your blinding flames into her scornful eyes. Infect her beauty, you fen-sucked fogs drawn by the all-powerful sun to fall and bless her pride.
Oh, the blessed God! So will you wish upon me when the rash mood is on!
No, Regan, thou shalt never have my curse. Her eyes are fierce, but thine soothe comfort and not burn. Thou better know the offices of nature, the bonds of childhood, the effects of courtesy, and the dues of gratitude. Thy half of the kingdom hast thou forgot where I am thee endowed.
But, sir, for the purpose.
How came my man in the stocks? Ah, this is a slave whose easy borrowed pride dwells in the fickle grace of her follow. Out, varlet, from my sight. How came my man in the stocks? Regan, I have good hope thou didst not know on it. Oh, art not ashamed to look upon this beard? Oh, Regan, wilt thou take her by the hand?
Why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended? All's not offense that indiscretion finds, and dotage terms so.
Your sides are tough. Will you yet hold? How came my man in the stocks?
I put him there, sir. But his own disorders deserve far less advancement.
You! Did you?
Sir, being weak seems so.
If at the expiration of your month you return and sojourn with my sister, dismissing half your train, come then to me. I am now from home and out of that provision which should be necessary for your entertainment.
Return with her, and 50 of my men dismissed. Return with her. Persuade me rather to slave and sumpture for this detested crew.
At your choice, sir.
Prithee, daughter, do not make me mad. Thou art yet my blood, my flesh, my daughter. Or, rather, a disease that's in my flesh that I needs call mine. Thou art a boil, a plague sore, an embossed carbuncle in my corrupted blood. But I'll not chide thee. Let shame come when it will. I do not call it. Make amends when thou canst. I can be patient, and I can say with Regan, I and my 100 knights.
Not altogether so. I looked not for you yet, nor am provided for your fit welcome. Give ear, sir, to my sister. For those that mingle reason with your passion must be content to think you old and
Is
so—
this well spoken?
I dare vouch it, sir. What? 50 followers? What should you need of more? How in one house should many people under two commands hold amity? 'Tis hard, almost impossible. Hear me, my lord. Why might not you receive attendance from those that she calls servants, or from mine? Why not? If then they chance to slack you, we could control them. If you come to me, I entreat you, bring but 5 and 20. To no more will I give place or notice.
I gave you all.
In good time you gave it!
Made you my guardians, my depositories. What? I must come to you with 5 and 20, Regan. Say you so.
Speak again, my lord, no more from me.
Then I'll go with thee. Thy 50, yet double her 5 and 20. Thou art twice her love.
Hear me, my lord. What need you 5 and 20, 10, or 5 to follow in a house where twice so many have command to tend you? What need 1?
Oh, reason, not the need. Our basest beggars are in the poorest things to pour for us. Allow nature not more than nature needs, for man's life is cheap as beasts. Thou art a lady. Nature needs not without gorgeous wares, but for true need, you. Heavens, give me the patience. Patience I need. You look upon me, gods. a poor old man, who's full of grief, his age, wretched and bowed. If it be you that stir these daughters' hearts against their father, fool me not so much to bear it tamely, but touch me with noble anger, and let not women's weapons, water drops, stain my man's cheeks. Now, you unnatural act, I will have to tear on you both, that all the world shall. I will do such things. What they are eating yet, I know not, but they shall be the tares of the earth. You think I'll weep? No! I'll not weep. I have full cause of weeping, for my heart shall break 100,000 flaws, or I'll weep! Oh, fool! I'll go mad.
Let us withdraw. 'Twill be a storm.
This house is small. The old man and his followers cannot be well bestowed.
'Tis his own blame. Hath put himself from rest, and must needs taste his folly.
For his own particular, I'll receive him gladly. But not one follower.
The king is in high rage.
Whither is he going?
Well, he calls to horse, but will, I know not whither.
My lord, entreat him by no means to stay.
Alack, the night comes on, and the bleak winds do sorely ruffle. For many miles about, there's scarce a bush.
Sir, to willful men, the injuries that they themselves procure must be their schoolmasters.
Shut up your doors, my lord. 'Tis a wild night. My reeking counsels well. Come out of the storm.
We'll now be taking the intermission. Wait. No, it isn't. Right now? I was like, actually,
I'm old like King Lear. All these things
Time passed.
I think it's because there's two daughters in the place. They did it out of in a way, I don't think that it's like you saw that. Worse than this their daughter, so
I feel like I'll just get twitched.
just holding there's two other daughters.
Brown?
And it's real. He is not one.
You were just laying down. Yeah, because we found late.
If you could provide it looks like there's hair on the
Well, you're right. After. I had that as my, yeah, I had that as my yeah.
Who's that, besides fellow weather?
One-minded like the weather, most unquietly.
I know. Where's the king?
Contending with the fretful elements compliment.
But who is with him?
None but the fool who labors to outjust his heart-struck injuries.
Sir, I do know you, and there, upon the warrant of my note, command that Lear came to you. If on my credit you dare build so far to make your speak to Dole, you shall find some that will thank you, making just report of how unnatural and bemedding sorrow the king hath caused to play. I am a gentleman of blood and breed, and from some knowledge and assurance, I offer this office to you.
I will talk further with you.
No, do not. If you shall see Cordelia, as fear not but you shall, show her this ring, and she will tell you who your fellow is that yet you do not know. I, on this stone, I'll go seek the king.
Blow, winds, and crack your cheeks! Rage, blow! Cataracts and hurricanes, spark till you have drenched our steeples, drowned the cocks! You sulphurous and thought-exuding fighters, vaunt couriers, so cleaving thunderbolts, singe my white head, and thou, all shaking thunder, smite flat the thick rotundity of the world. Crack nature's bones. All Germans spill at once, that making grateful man. Oh.
None could in and ask thy daughter's blessing. Here's a knight pities neither wife nor fool.
Rumble thy bellyful, spit fire's foul rain. Rain, wind, thunder, fire are my daughters. I tax not you, you element of unkindness. Never gave you kingdom. Called you children. You owe me no subscription, so let's fall thy horrible pleasure. Here, I stand your slave. Poor, infirm, weak, despised old man. But yet I call you servile ministers, who hath with two pernicious daughters joined thy high engendered battle against a hand so old and white as this. Oh, it is foul!
Who's there? Larry, sir, are you here? Things that love night love not such nights as these. The wrathful skies guile the very wanderers of the dark and make them keep their pace.
Let the great gods that keep this dreadful power over our heads find out their enemies now. Tremble, thou wretch, who hast with the undivulged pride, unwhipped of justice, hide thou bloody hands. Hide thy concealing countenance, cry thy dreadful summoner's grace. I am a man more sinned against than sinning.
Alack, barehanded! Gracious my lord, hard by here is a hovel. Some friendship will lend you against the tempest. Repose you there.
My wits begin to turn. How doth my boy? Are cold? I am cold myself. Where's the straw, my fellow? The art of our necessities, 'tis strange that can make things so vile precious. Come. Bring us to this hovel.
Edmund, I like not this unnatural dealing. When I desire their leave, that I might pity him, they took from me the use of mine own house, charged me neither to speak of him, entreat for him, nor any way sustain him.
Most savage and unnatural.
Oh, do say you nothing. There's a division betwixt the dukes, and a worse matter than that. I have received a letter this night. It is dangerous to be spoken. These injuries the king now bears will be revenged home. There's part of a power already footed. We must incline to the king. I will seek him and privily relieve him. Go you, and maintain talk with the duke, that my charity be not of him perceived. Though I die for it, the king my old master must be relieved. Pray you, be careful.
This courtesy, forbid thee, shall the Duke instantly know. End of this letter too. This seems a fair deserving, as I stand to gain that which my father loses, no less than all. The younger rises when the old doth fall.
Here's the place, my lord. Good my lord, enter. The tyranny of the open night's too wrathful nature to endure.
Let me alone.
Good my lord, enter here.
Thou thinkst that this contentious storm invades thee to the skin. To thee 'tis true. But where the greater malady is fixed, the lesser is scarce felt. When the mind's free, the body is delicate. The tempest in my mind doth for my senses take all feeling, else save what beats here. Filial ingratitude! But I will punish him. No, I will weep no more. To wash me out in such a night as this? Ha! Pour on! I will endure in such a night as this.
Good my lord, enter here.
Go in thyself. Seek thine own ease. This tempest will not give me leave to ponder on things that will hurt me more. But I'll go. In, boy, go first. You faceless poverty, you! No. Go in. First I will pray, and then I will weep.
Fathom and a half! Fathom and a half! Poor Tom!
Ah! Come nuts in here, uncle! Here's the spirit! Help me! Help me!
Well, thou dost grumble beneath the straw! Come forth! Away! The foul fiend follows me! Through the sharp hawthorn blows the cold wind! Huh! Go to thy cold bed and warm thee!
Didst thou give all to thy two daughters? And art thou come to this?
Who gives anything to poor Tom? Tom's a cold. Oh, doody. Bless thee from whirlwinds, star blasting, and taking. Do poor Tom some charity, whom the foul fiend vexes. There could I have him now, and there again, and there.
Did he give all to his 2 daughters? Couldst thou save nothing? Didst thou give them all?
He hath no daughters, sir. This cold night will turn us all to fools and madmen.
Take heed of the foul fiend. Obey thy parents. Keep thy word justly. Swear not. Commit not with man's sworn spouse. Set not thy sweet heart on proud array. Oh, Tom's a cold.
Thou wert better in thy grave than to answer with thy uncovered body the extremity of the skies. Is man worth no more than this? Consider him well. Thou owest the worm no silk, the beast no hide, the sheep no wool, and the cat no perfume. Thou art the thing itself. Unaccommodated man is no more than the poor, bare, forked animal as thou art. Come, off you wenching. Come, unbutton here.
Pray, nunco, be contented. 'Tis a naughty night to swim in. No little fire in a wild field but like old Lacker's heart. A small spark, all the rest on body cold. Look, here comes a walking fire.
Who's that? What are you there? Your names?
Poor Tom, that eats the swimming frog, the toad, the wall newt, and the water, who is imprisoned, who hath had 3 suits to his back, 6 shirts to his body, horse to ride, and weapon to wear. But mice and rats and such small deer have been Tom's food these 7 long years. Tom's a cold.
Go in with me. My duty cannot suffer to obey in all your daughter's hard commands. Though their injunction be to bar my doors and let this tyrannous night take hold upon you, yet have I ventured to come seek you out and bring you where both fire and food is ready.
I will speak with this philosopher first. What's the cause of thunder?
Good my lord, take his offer. Go into the house.
I will speak with the same learned thing. What's your step?
How to prevent the fiend, and to kill vermin.
Importune him once more to go, my lord. His wits begin to unsettle.
Canst thou blame him? Thou sayest the king grows mad. I'll tell thee, friend, I am almost mad myself. I had a son, now outlawed from my blood. He sought my life, but lately, very late, I loved him, friend. No father his son dear. Truth to tell thee, the grief hath crazed my wits. What a night's this. I do beseech your grace.
Tom's a cold.
Come, let's in on.
Sirrah, come on, go along with us.
No words, no words. Hush.
I now perceive it was not altogether your brother's evil disposition made him seek his death, but a provoking merit set a work by a reprovable badness in himself.
This is the letter that my father spake of, which approves him an intelligent party to the advantages of France. Oh, heavens, that this treason were not, or not I the detector.
This hath made thee Earl of Gloucester. Seek out where thy father is, that he may be ready for our apprehension.
If I find him comforting the king, it will stuff his suspicion more fully. I'll persevere in my current course, though. The conflict be sore between that and my blood.
I will lay trust upon thee, and thou shalt find a dearer father in my life.
Here is better than the open air. Take it thankfully. I'll piece out the comfort with what addition I can. I'll not be long from you.
Oh, the power of his wits have given way to his impatience. The gods reward your kindness.
Come, sit thou here, must learn justice, sir. Thou, sapient sir, stay here. Now, you chief foxhead!
Look where he stands and glares. Wantest thou eyes at trial, madam?
How do you, sir? Stand you not so amazed? Will you lie down and rest upon the cushions?
I will see their trial first. Bring in the evidence. Arraign her first. Take Goneril. I hereby take my oath before this honorable assembly. She kicked the poor king, her father.
Come hither, mistress, is your name. Goneril.
She cannot deny it.
Cry you mercy! I took thee for a joint stool.
There's another whose warped looks to proclaim the store her heart's made on. Take her there. Arms, swords, fire! Corruption in the place. False justice. Why hast thou let her escape?
Bless thy fine wits!
Oh, pity. Sir, where's your patience now, that thou so oft have boasted to retain?
Then let them anatomize Regan. See what breeds about her heart. Is there a cause in nature that makes these hard hearts? You, sir, I do take for one of my 100. Oh, I do not like the fashion of thy garments. You may say they are Persian attire, but have them changed.
Now, good my lord, lie here and rest a while.
No, make no noise. Make no noise. Draw the curtains. So. We'll the supper in the morning. So.
Come hither, friends. Where's the king, my master?
Here, sir, but trouble him not.
Good friend, I prithee take him in thy arms. I've overheard a thought of death upon him. Go towards Dover, where thou shalt find both welcome and protection. Take up thy master. If thou shouldst dally half an hour, his life, with thine and all that offer to defend him, stand in assured loss. Take up, and follow me.
Oppressed nature sleeps. Come, help to bear thy master. Thou must not stay behind.
Come! Away!
when we our betters see bearing our woes. They scarcely think our miseries our foes. How light and portable my pain seems now, when that which makes me bend makes the king bow. He childhood as I fathered. Tom, away! What will hap more tonight? Safe 'scape the king.
Go speedily to my lord your husband. Show him this letter. The army of France is landed. Seek out the villain Gloucester! How now? Where's the king?
My lord of Gloucester hath conveyed him hints. Some 5 or 6 and 30 of his knights are gone with him towards Dover, where they boast to have well-armed friends.
Get horses for your mistress.
Farewell, sweet lord and sister.
Edmund, farewell. Go seek out the traitor Gloucester, picking him like a thief. Bring him before us! Though well we may not pass upon his life without the form of justice, yet our power shall do a courtesy to our wrath, which men may blame, but not control. Who's there? The traitor!
Ungrateful fox, 'tis he!
Fight fast, his cloak you are!
I mean your graces! My friends! Consider you all my guests!
Find him, I said!
Do you know what I say?
Hard, oh, filthy traitor!
Unmerciful lady as you are, I'm none.
To this chair, bind him! Villain!
Fine. By the kind gods, 'tis most ignobly done to pluck me by the beard.
Come, sir! What letters had you late from France?
To whose hands have you sent the lunatic king?
And what confederacy have you with the traitors late-footed in the kingdom?
I have a letter, guessingly set down, which came from one that's of a neutral heart, not from one opposed.
Cunning.
And false.
Where hast thou sent the king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? Wast thou not charged?
Wherefore to Dover? Let him first answer that.
I am tied at the stake, and I must stand the course.
Wherefore to Dover?
Sir, because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh stick boarish fangs. The sea with such a storm as his bare head in hell-black night endured should have buoyed up and quenched the stout fires. But poor old heart, he hoped the heavens to rain. If wolves had at thy gate howled that stern time, thou shouldst have said, good porter, turn the key, all cruels else subscribed. But I shall see the winged vengeance overtake such children.
See it shall thou never. Fellows, hold the chair. Upon these eyes of thine I set my foot.
You will think to live till you'll give me some help. How cruel are you guys?
One eye shall mock another, the other too.
You see vengeance.
Hold your hand, my lord! I have served you ever since I was a child, but never better service have I done you than now to bid you home.
How now, you dog?
If you did wear a beard upon your chin, I'd shake it with this quarrel. What do you mean?
My villain!
I had to stand up thus.
I am slain. My lord, you have one eye left to see some mischief on him. Oh!
Lest it seem more prevented, out vile jelly! Where is the luster now?
All dark and comfortless. To bring my son Edmund, and kindle the sparks of nature to quit this horrid act.
Thou call'st on him that hates thee, treacherous villain. 'Twas he that made the overture of thy treason to us, him that is too good to pity thee.
Oh, my fathers! Then Edgar was abused. Kind gods, forgive me that, and prosper him.
Go, thrust him out at gates and let him smell his way to Dover. Go! How is my horse?
Regan, I bleed apace. Untimely comes this hurt. Give me your arm. Oh. Ah.
Yet better thus, and known to be contemned, than still contemned and flattered. To be worst, the lowest and most dejected thing of fortune, stands still in esperance, lives not in fear. The lamentable changes from the best, the worst returns to laughter. Welcome then, thou unsubstantial air that I embrace. The wretch that thou hast blown unto the worst owes nothing to thy blasts. But who comes here? My father? poorly led. World. World. Oh, world! But that thy strange mutations make us hate thee. Life would not yield to age.
Oh, my good sir, my family has been your tenant and your father's tenant these 80 years.
Away, get thee away. Good friend, be gone. Thy comforts can do me no good at all. Thee, they may hurt.
Alack, sir, you cannot see your way.
Oh, Edgar! The food of thy abused father's wrath. Might I but live to see thee in my touch, I'd say I had eyes again.
Who now? Who's there?
Is it a beggar man?
I, Mad Tom, beggar and madman too.
He must have some sense, else he could not beg. In the last night's storm, I such a fellow saw, which made me think a man a worm. My son came then into my mind, and yet my mind was then scarce friends with him. I've heard more since. As flies to wanton boys are we to the gods. They kill us for their sport. Is that the naked fellow?
I, sir.
Then prithee, get thee gone. I'll entreat him to lead me.
Alack, sir, you cannot, he is mad.
'Tis the time's plague when madmen lead the blind. Do as I bid thee, or rather do thy pleasure. Above the rest, be gone. Come hither, fellow.
Bless thy sweet eyes, they bleed.
Knowest thou the way to Dover?
Both stile and gate, horseway and footpath.
There is a cliff, whose high and bending head looks fearfully in the confined deep. Bring me but to the very brim of it. From that place I shall go leading thee.
Give me thy arm. Poor Tom shall lead thee.
Welcome, my lord. I marvel our mild husband now that's on the way. Now, where's your master?
Madam, within what never man so changed, what most he should dislike seems pleasant to him, and what like offensive.
Then shall you go no further. It is the cowish terror of his spirit that dares not undertake. Our wishes on the way may prove effects. Back Edmund to my brother. Hasten his musters and conduct his powers. I must change arms at home and give the distaff into my husband's hands. Ere long you are like to hear, if you dare venture in your own behalf, the mistress's command. This kiss, if it durst speak, would lift thy spirits up into the air. Conceive, and fare thee well.
Yours in the ranks of death.
Oh, the difference of man and man! To thee a woman's services are due. The fool usurps my body. I've been worth the whistle.
Oh, Goneril, you were not worth the dust which the rude wind blows in your face. I fear your disposition, that nature which contemns its origin cannot be bordered certain in itself.
No more, the text is foolish.
Wisdom and goodness to the vile seem vile. Filth! Savers but themselves. What have you done? Tigers, not daughters. What have you performed? A father and a gracious aged man whose reverence even the headlights bear with the most barbarous, most degenerate.
Milk-livered man! Fools do those villains pity who are punished ere they have done their mischief. Where's thy drum? France spreads his banners in our noiseless land, whilst thou, a moral fool, sits still and criest, alack, why does he so?
See thyself, devil! Proper deformity seems not in the fiend, so horrid as in woman.
Oh, vain fool.
Were't my fitness to let these hands obey my blood? They were apt to dislocate and tear thy flesh and bones! How art thou to fiend a woman's shape doth shield thee? What news?
Oh, my good lord, the Duke of Cornwall's dead, slain by his servant, going to put out the other eye of Gloucester.
Gloucester's eye? Fuck!
A servant that he bred, thrilled with remorse, opposed against the act, flew on his great master bending his sword, who thereat enraged, flew back at him, and amongst them felt him dead, but not without the harmful stroke which since hath plucked him after.
Poor Gloucester! Lost he his other eye?
Full. This letter, madam, it prays to speedy answer. 'Tis from your sister. I'll read an answer.
Knows Edmund the wickedness?
Aye, sir. 'Twas he informed against him.
Poor Gloucester! I live to thank thee for the love thou showedst the king, and to revenge thine eyes. Come hither, friend, and tell me what more thou knowest.
Why the Queen of France is so suddenly gone back? Know you the reason?
Something she left imperfect in the state, which imports to the kingdom so much fear and danger that a personal return was most required and necessary.
Did your letters pierce the Queen to any demonstration of grief?
Not to a rage. You have seen sunshine and rain at once. Those smiles and tears were like a better way. Those happy smilets that played on her ripe lip seemed not to know what guests were in her eyes, which parted thence as pearls from diamonds dropped. In brief, sorrow would be a rarity most beloved if all could so become it.
Made she no verbal question?
Faith. Once or twice she heaved the name Father, pantingly forth, as if it pressed her heart. There she shook the holy water from her heavenly eyes, and clamor moistened. In a way she started to deal with grief alone.
Well, sir, the poor distressed Lears in the town, who sometimes, his gratitude, remembers what we are come about. By no means will he out to see his daughter.
Why, good sir?
These things sting his mind so venomously that burning shame depends him from Cordelia. Well, sir, I will bring you to my master Lear. I pray you, go on with me.
Are my brother's powers set forth?
Aye, madam.
Lord Edmund spake not with your lord at home?
No, madam.
What might import my sister's letter to him?
I know not, lady.
He is posted hence on serious business. 'Twas great ignorance, Gloucester's eyes being out to let him live. Wherever he arrives, he strikes all hearts against us. Edmund, I think, is gone in pity of his misery to dispatch his night life.
I must needs after him, madam, with my letter.
The ways are dangerous. Stay the night with us. Our troops set forth tomorrow.
I may not. My lady hath charged my duty in this business.
What might my sister need to write to Edmund?
Might not she transport her purpose by word of mouth? Belike something, I know not what. I'll love thee much. Let me unseal your letter.
Madam, I had rather...
I know your lady does not love her husband. That I am sure of. At her late being here, she gave strange voyage and most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom.
I, madam?
My lord is dead. Edmund and I have talked, and more convenient is he now for my hand than for my sister's. Pray, if you find him, give him this. And when your lady hears thus much from you, pray, desire her to call her wisdom to her. So, very well.
When shall we come to the top of that same hill?
We do climb up it now. Look how we labor.
So may it be, indeed.
Come on, sir. Here's the place. Stand still. How fearful and dizzy 'tis to cast one's eyes so low. The crows and chops that wing the midway air show scarce so gross as beetles. Halfway down hangs one that gathers samphire, a dreadful trade. Methinks he seems no bigger than his head. The fishermen that walk upon the beach appear like mice. The murmuring surge that on the unnumbered idle pebbles chafes cannot be heard so high. Now I'll look no more, lest my brain turn and the deficient sight topple down headlong.
Send me where you stand.
Give me your arm. You are now within a foot of the extreme verge, for all beneath the moon would I not leap upright.
Let go my hand. Go thou farther off. Bid me farewell, and let me hear thee going.
Now fare you well, good sir.
With all my heart.
Why I do trifle thus with his despair is done to cure it.
Oh, you mighty gods! This world I do renounce, and in your sight shake patiently my great affliction off. If I could bear it longer, and not fall to quarrel with your great, opposeless wills, my snuff and loathed part of nature should burn itself out. If Edgar lives, bless him. Now, fellow, fare thee well.
Gone, sir. Farewell. Had he been where he thought, by this had thought been past. Alive or dead? Ho you, sir! Friend! Hear you, sir! Speak! Thus might he pass indeed. Yet he revives. What are you, sir?
Away, and let me die.
10 masts at each make not the altitude which thou hast perpendicularly fell. Thy life's a miracle. Speak yet again.
But have I fallen, or no?
From the dread summit of this chalky bourne.
Is wretchedness deprived that benefit to end itself by death? Was yet some comfort when misery could beguile the tyrant's rage and frustrate his proud will.
Give me your arm. Up. So, how is it? Feel you your legs? You stand.
Too well. too well.
Bear free and patient thoughts. But who comes to this? Oh, thou side-piercing sight!
That fellow handles his bow like a crow keeper. Draw me a clothier's yard. Look, look, look. A mouse. Peace, peace, peace. This piece of toasted cheese will do it. There's my gauntlet. I'll prove it upon a giant. Call in the brown bills. Ooh, well-flown bird in the cloud, in the cloud. Yeah. Give the word.
Sweet marjoram! I know that voice.
Ah, Goneril with the white beard. They flattered me like dogs. Told me I had white flecks in my beard ere the black ones were there. And the rain came to wet me once, and the wind to make me shatter. And the thunder would not cease at my bidding. There I found it. There I smelt it out.
The trick of that voice I do well remember. Is it not the king?
Aye, every ancient king. Let population thrive, for Gloucester's bastard son was kinder to his father than my daughter's heir were between the lawful sheets. But to a luxury, hell no. I lack soldiers.
Oh, let me kiss that hand.
Let me wipe it first. Smells of mortality.
O ruined piece of nature, this great earth shall so wear out and not. Dost thou know me?
I remember thine eyes well enough. Dost thou squint at me? Read thou this challenge. Mark with the penning of it.
Were all the letters sons? I cannot see one.
I would not take this from report. It is, and my heart breaks at it.
Read.
What? With a case of eyes?
What? Art mad? A man can see which way the world goes with no eyes. Look with thine ears and see how yon justice rails upon yon sinful feet.
Aye, sir.
Thou rascal beetle, strip thine own back. Why dost thou lash the whore, when thou hotly lusted to use her, for which the kind thou whipst her? The usurer hangs the cause. Through tattered clothing, small vices do appear. Only robes, fur gowns hide all. Get thee glass eyes, and like the scurvy politician, seem to see the things thou dost not.
How matter and impertinency mixed, reason and madness.
If thou bleed my fortune, take mine eyes. I remember thee well enough. Thy name, Gloucester. I must be patient. We came crying hither when we were born. We cry that we are brought to this great stage of fools.
Alack! Alack the day.
Here he is. Lay hand on him. Good sir, your most dear daughter.
No rescue. What? A prisoner? Use me, love. Thou shalt have ransom. Give me surgery. I am cut to the brain.
Good sir.
I will die bravely, like a bridegroom. Come, come, my masters. I am a king, know you that?
You are our master, and we obey you.
and there's life in it. Now, if thou shalt get it, thou shalt get it with running!
Sight most pitiful in the meanest wretch, past speaking of in a king.
A most proclaimed prize, most happy. That eyeless head of thine was first framed flesh to raise my fortunes. Thou old, unhappy traitor, briefly thyself remember. The sword is out that must destroy thee.
And let thy friendly hand put strength enough to it.
Wouldst thou support a published traitor, peasant? That goes on.
Shall not let go, sir, without further occasion.
Let's go, slave, or thou diest.
I'll pick your teeth, sir. Come!
Slave, thou hast slain me. Here, villain, take my purse. Give the letter that thou findest about me to Edmund, Earl of Gloucester. Seek him out upon the British party. Oh, untimely death.
I know thee well, a serviceable villain, as duteous to the vices of thy mistress as badness would desire.
But is he dead?
Come, father, sit you down, rest you. Let us see. Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. You have many opportunities to cut him off. There is nothing done if he return the conqueror. Then am I the prisoner, and his bed my jail. From the loathed warmth whereof deliver me, and supply the place for your labor. Your wife, I would say, affectionate servant, Goneril, oh undistinguished face of woman's will, applied upon her virtuous husband's life, in the exchange my brother. Give me your arm, father. Far off, methinks, I hear the beaten drum. Come, father, I'll bestow you with a friend.
O thou good Kent, how shall I live and work to match thy goodness? My life will be too short, and every measure fails me.
To be acknowledged, madam, is our pain. All my reports go with the modest truth, nor more, nor clipped, but so.
And be it so, my good lord. How does the king?
Madam, Sleep still.
O you kind gods, cure this great breach in his abused nature. The untuned and jarring senses, O wind up of this child-changed father.
So please, your majesty, that we may wake the king. He hath slept long.
Proceed in the sway of your own will.
Be by, good madam. When we do awake him, I doubt not of his enemies.
Oh, my dear father, restoration, hang thy medicine on my lips, and let this kiss heal those violent harms that my two sisters have in thy reverence made.
Kind and dear princess,
Had you not been their father, these white flakes had challenged pity of them. Was this a face to be opposed against the warring winds? To stand against the most deep, dreadful to thunder, in the most terrible and nimble stroke of quick cross lightning? Mine enemy's dog, had it bit me, should have stood that night against my fire. Alack! Alack! 'Tis a wonder that thy life and wits at once had not concluded all. He wakes. How does thy royal lord? How fares your majesty?
Thou dost me wrong to take me up the grave. Thou art a soul in bliss. I am bound upon a wheel of burning fire that mine own tears do scald like molten lead.
Sir, you know me.
You're a spirit, I know. When did you die?
Still far wide.
Where am I? Where have I been? Fair daylight? I am mightily abused. I shouldn't even die with it. To see another thus, I know not what to say. I will not swear these are my hands. But see, I feel this pinprick.
Sir, hold your hands in benediction over me. No, no, sir, you must not kneel.
Do not mock me. I am a very foolish old man. 80 and upward, not an hour more or less. To feel plainly, I fear I'm not in my prime. Methinks I should know you, if I am doubtful, for I am mainly ignorant what place this is. And all the skill I have remembers not these garments, nor where I did lodge last night. Do not laugh at me! For as I am a man, I think this to be my child, Cordelia.
And so I am. I am.
Be thy tears back. Yes. And weep not. I know you do not love me. For as if I do remember, thy sisters have done me wrong. You have cause. They have not.
No cause. No cause.
Thou must be patient. Pray you forget and forgive. I am a very foolish old man.
My sister's man is certainly miscarried.
'Tis to be doubted, madam.
Alas, Lord, you know the goodness that I intend upon you. Now tell me, do not you love my sister?
Only in honor, love.
Then have you never found my brother's wake to the forfended place?
No, that thought abuses you.
I will never endure her! Dear my lord, be not familiar with her.
Fear me not. She the Duke, her husband.
Sir, this I hear. The king has come to his daughter with others whom the rigor of our state forced to cry out. Its business, he toucheth us. His ransom maids the land not bold as the king with others whom I fear most just and heavy causes make oppose.
Sir, you speak nobly.
Why is this reason? Combined together against the enemy. For these domestic and particular broils are not the question here.
Let us then determine with the ancient war in our proceedings.
I shall attend you presently at your tent.
Sister, you'll go with us?
No. 'Tis most convenient. Pray you, go with us.
I will go.
If e'er your grace had speech with man so poor, hear me one word.
I'll overtake you. Speak.
Before you fight the battle, open this letter. If you have victory, let the trumpet sound for him that brought it. Wretched though I seem, I can produce a champion that will prove what is avouched there. Fortune love me. When time shall serve, let but the herald cry, and I'll appear again.
Why, fare thee well. I'll overlook thy paper.
Sir, the enemy's in view. Drop your powers. Here's guess of their true strength and forces, done by diligent discovery, but your haste is now urged upon you.
We will greet the time.
To both these sisters have I sworn my love. Each is jealous of the other as the stung are of the adder. Which of them shall I take? One? Both? Or neither? Neither can be enjoyed if both remain alive, but to take the widow exasperates and makes mad her sister Goneril, but hardly shall I carry out my side, her husband being alive. Now then, we'll use his countenance for the battle, which, being done, let her who would be rid of him devise his speed taking off. And as for the mercy which he intends to Lear and to Cordelia, the battle being done, and they within our power, shall never see his pardon.
Here, Father, take the shadow of this tree for your good host. If ever I return to you again, I'll bring you comfort.
Grace go with you, sir.
Away, old man! Give me thy hand, away! King Lear hath lost, he and his daughter ta'en. Give me thy hand, come on!
No farther, sir. A man may die even here.
And ill thoughts again? Men must endure their going hence, even as their coming hither. Ripeness is all. Come on.
And that's true, too.
Some officers take them away. Greater guard be given until the pleasures first be known that are to censure them.
For thee, oppressed king, I am cast down. I could else outfrown false fortune's frown. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No. Come, let's away to prison, where we two alone shall sing like birds in the cage. When thou shalt ask me for my blessing, I will kneel down and beg thee of forgiveness. And so we'll live and pray and sing and tell old tales and laugh at the gilded butterflies. Hear poor rogues talk of court news. And we'll talk to them too, and take upon the mysteries of things as if we were God's spies.
Take them away!
Upon such sacrifices, my dear Cordelia, the gods do throw incense. Have I caught thee? Like thine eyes, the good years will devour them, flesh and all. That they shall see us weep, ere we shall see them starve first. Come.
Come hither, girl. Take thou this paper and follow them to the prison. Thy great employment will not bear question. Either say thou wilt do it, or thrive by other means.
I cannot draw a cart, nor eat dried oats. If it be man's work, I'll do it.
Sir, you have shown today your valiant strength, and fortune led you well. You have the captives that were the opposites of this day's strife. We do require them of you, so as to use in this we shall find their merits, and our safety may equally determine.
Sir, I thought it fit to send the old and miserable king to some retention and appointed guard, as his age has charms in it. His title more to pluck the common bosom on his side. With him, I sent the queen, my reasoning all the same, and they shall be ready tomorrow, or at further space, to appear where you shall hold your session in your place of choosing. But the question of Cordelia and your father requires a fitter place.
Sir, by your patience, I hold you but a subject of this war, not as a brother.
That is as we list to grace him. Methinks our pleasure might have been discovered ere you had spoke so far. 'Twas he that led our powers, bore the commission of my place in person, the which immediacy might well stand up and call itself your brother. Not so hot. In his own grace he doth exalt himself, more than in your addition. In my rights, by me invested, he compares the best. Nor the most if he should husband you, gestures to oft-proof prophets. The eye that told you so looked but a squint.
Lady, I shall not answer, else I should speak from a full-flowing stomach.
Take thou my soldiers, prisoners, patrimony, witness the world that I create for thee here, my lord and master. mean you to enjoy him.
The let alone lies not in your goodwill.
Nor thine, Lord.
Half-blooded fellow, yes!
Let the drum strike! And prove my title thine.
Stay yet. Hear reason. Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason, and in thine attained this gilded serpent. For your claim, fair sister, I barred in the interest of my wife, 'tis she is subcontracted to this lord, and I, her husband, contradict your bands. If you will marry, make your loves to me, my lady is bespoke. Thou art armed, Gloucester, let the trumpet sound. If none appear to prove thy many treasons, there is my pledge.
Sick, oh sick! If not, I'll ne'er trust medicine.
There's my exchange. He that calls me traitor, villain-like, he lies. I will defend my truth and honor firmly.
My sickness grows upon me.
She's not well. Convey her to my tent. What are you? Your name, your quality, and why you answer this present summons?
No, my name is lost. Yet am I noble as the adversary I come to cope.
Which is that adversary?
What's he that speaks for Edmund, Earl of Gloucester? Himself. What sayest thou to him? Draw thy sword, I protest. Maugre thy strength, youth, place, and eminence. Despite thy victor sword and fire-new fortune, thy valor and thy heart, thou art a traitor. False to thy gods, thy father, and thy brother. A most toad-spotted traitor. In wisdom, I should ask thy name. But since thy exterior looks so fair and warlike, what safe and nicely I might well delay by a rule of knighthood, I disdain and spurn. Back do I toss these treasons at thy head. This sword of mine shall grant them instant way where they shall rest forever.
Save him! Save him!
This is practice, Gloucester! Thou wast not bound to answer an unknown opposite. Thou art not vanquished, but cozened and beguiled.
Shut your mouth, dame, or with this paper I shall stop it! Hold, sir, thou worse than any name, read thine own evil. No tearing lady, I perceive you know it.
Say if I do. The laws are mine, not thine. Who can arraign me for it?
Most monstrous! Oh! Know'st thou this paper?
Ask me not what I know.
Go after her. She's desperate. Govern her.
That you have charged me with. That I have done, and more, much more. The time will bring it out. But who art thou that have done this to me? If thou art noble, I do forgive thee.
Let's exchange charity. My name is Edgar, and thy father's son. The dark and vicious place where thee he got cost him his eyes.
You thought the gated prophecy a very royal nobleness? Let sorrow split my heart if ever I did hate thee or thy father.
Worthy prince, I know it.
Where have you hid yourself? How have you come to know the miseries of your father?
By nursing them, my lord. List a brief tale. The bloody proclamation to escape that followed me so near taught me to shift into a madman's rags, to assume a semblance that very dogs disdain. And in this habit met I my father with his bleeding rings, became his guide, led him, saved him from despair, never revealed myself unto him, until some half hour passed, when I was armed, and from first to last told him my pilgrimage. But his flawed heart, alack, too weak, burst smilingly.
There be more? More woeful? Hold it in, for I am almost ready to dissolve hearing this.
Whilst I was big in clamor, came therein a man who, having seen me in my worst estate, shunned my abhorred society. But then, finding who 'twas so endured, with his strong arms he fastened on my neck, threw him on my father, told the most piteous tale of Lear and him that ever ear received, which in recounting his grief grew poisoned, and the strings of life began to crack. And there I left, trance.
But who was this man?
The banished Kent, who in disguise followed his enemy king. and did him service improper for a slave. What means that bloody knife?
Tis hot! It smokes! It came even from the heart of... Oh, she's dead!
Who then? Speak, woman.
Your lady, sir, your lady! And by her sister, poisoned! She hath confessed it!
I was contracted to them both. All three now marry in an instant.
Here comes Kent.
Produce their bodies, be they alive or dead. The judgment of the heavens, which makes us tremble, touches us not with pity.
I am come to bid my king and master I good night. This cannot hear.
Great thing of us forgot! Speak, Edmund! Where's the king and where's Cordelia?
What? Why thus?
Yet Edmund was beloved, for one the other poisoned for my sake, and thereafter slew herself. I pant for life. Some good I mean to do, despite of mine own nature. Quickly, send it to the castle, for my writ is on the life of Lear and on Cordelia, and they send in time.
Run! Run! Oh, run!
He hath commissioned from thy wife and me to hang Cordelia in the prison and frame the business upon her own misfortune that she did unto herself.
God's defender, bear him hence alive.
How? She's gone forever. I am one who knows when one lives and when one dies. Jesus, that is the earth. Lend me a looking glass. If it be that her breath missed or stains the stone, why then she is dead.
Is this the promised end?
The weather stirs. She lives. Oh, if it be true, then it is a chance which doth redeem all sorrow I e'er felt.
Oh, my good master.
Drink away!
'Tis noble Kent, your friend.
Plague upon you, murderers, traitors all! I could have saved her. She's gone forever. Cordelia, stay, little. What's that saying? Her voice is ever gentle, soft, and low. An excellent thing in a woman. I killed the slave that was a hanging me. You. So, who are you? Mine eyes aren't great, I'll tell you straight.
Your servant Kent. Where's your servant Caius?
He's a good fellow, I'll tell you that. He'll strike quickly too. But he's dead and rotten.
No, my good lord. I am
I'll
the very
do that straight.
And from the first of difference and decay, I followed your son's steps. Your noble acts. All still as dark and deadly. Your elder daughters had foredone themselves, and desperately are dead.
Aye, so I think.
He knows not what he says, and vain it is that we present us to him.
Edmund is dead, my lord.
And my poor bird is hanged! No life. Why should a dog, a horse, a rat have life? And now have no breath at all. Thou never come again. Never, ever, ever. Pray you, sir, undo this time. Thank you. Look down there. Look. Look.
But
He faints! My lord! My lord!
that's not his ghost! Oh, let him pass. He hates him much, that would upon the rack of this tough world stretch him out longer.
He is gone indeed.
Bear them from hence. Our present business is general woe. Friends of my soul, you twain rule in this realm and the gourd state sustain. The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest hath borne most. We that are young shall never see so much nor live as long.
Straight up the same. She was like, people